What's up, guys? In this video, I want to go over Hedera H-Bar. It just cracked 14 cents. It is number 30 on CoinMarketCap. It surpassed Casper. Casper's number 37, and it's been making moves. And a lot of the Casper community probably hates seeing this because they hate H-Bar. H-Bar gets a lot of hate because it's they have a large allocation to the team, and it's not fair launch, and it's proof of stake. It literally goes against Casper and goes against Bitcoin. But there's a reason why I've been holding H-Bar despite all this FUD, despite all these attacks, despite all these claims that it's not going to do anything. And now when you check the price, it's only down roughly a 3x from all-time high. And it's in the 30s, about to crack the 20s. And in my opinion, it is one of my favorite cryptos because it gets the most hate. And naturally, I'm drawn to cryptos that get hate. Because I'll be honest, almost every crypto I'm holding in my portfolio have gotten hate at some point or another. People always like to hate crypto until the actions speak for itself and we see it up in price. Now, H-Bar, if you click the week chart, it's up 18%. You click the month chart, it's up 82%. The year chart, it's up 115%. And when you click the alt chart, it's only down from like roughly, 45, 50 cents. That's what, 3x? 3x is 42 cents. So roughly a 3.5x, which with a 4.5 billion market cap, and I think the full dilution is roughly 6-7 billion, that's not that bad at all. Like, to be down a 3.5x at this stage in a bull cycle is very good for H-Bar. And I've been saying it. A lot of people say it's not going to rip. I literally watched this crypto get listed on Coinbase in a bear market when FTX was going down, when Terra Luna was going down. There was nobody there to pump H-Bar because there was so much fear that the timing of that listing made the gains disappear. A lot of people laughed, though, during that time and said, oh, it never pumped because H-Bar is just a crappy crypto. That's not the case whatsoever. And there's a reason why I've been holding H-Bar for this long. Because one, I've been buying it at bottom prices, sub 10 cents for a long time now, even sub 5 cents, sub 4 cents. And you click the year chart, that's what you see. 4 cents was a year ago. I was buying crypto like crazy in 2022. When we saw the peak of that bear market, I was buying like crazy. I was working double shifts at my job. I was literally sacrificing everything for crypto. And now it's starting to pay off. But H-Bar gets just as much hate as Solana did when Solana was $8 at the bear market. Solana was heavily manipulated. It was cast aside. Everyone said it was going to zero. There was too much venture capitalists that were selling it, making videos saying it was going to zero, selling it. And Solana is in the top 5, top 10, right? H-Bar is about to be in the top 20s. And while getting similar hate as Solana. Now, I'm not saying it's going to rip like Solana did. I'm just saying, like, this is why you can't take what retail says to heart. Because the majority of them will be buying H-Bar when it breaks 25 cents or 50 cents. And for this crypto to be down only a 3x at this stage, this is good. I mean, it's been scaling pretty decently. If you click the year chart, you can see it runs up a little bit, has a sell-off, runs up a little bit, sell-off, and now it's starting to form higher lows for the year. It's really not surprising to me. As a utility-based investor, I'm used to buying cryptos in the red for one, and two, I'm used to seeing FUD until the fear, uncertainty, and doubt disappears, which oftentimes does during the bull cycle. This is the first time H-Bar is on Coinbase in a bull cycle. Like I said, it got listed on Coinbase in a bear cycle. So now you're going to see the exposure of new investors who like H-Bar, who want to invest into H-Bar, or want to find a cheap crypto at 13 cents, and they're going to buy it. And H-Bar, I've been saying it, right? The tech is great. The team is good. Hedera Hashgraph, it's unique in how it's different than blockchain, has scalability features different. The Gossip protocol and how they disseminate information to reach final consensus is also very alluring. Their fixed fee structure of 1/10 of a penny, which does not change regardless of what H-Bar's price is very alluring, enticing. That's why you have businesses and enterprises that I believe are going to continue to use Hedera H-Bar. And by continue, if you go to their website, they're in the high billions for a transactional volume because they're fast and they're cheap. Businesses who want a predictable expense for their business want to migrate to a ledger like Hedera, which gives them this predictable fee structure while being scalable and secure. And Hedera, their governing council keeps growing too. That's why I'm a big investor into HBAR from the beginning. I like to follow where the money's going. They got many big players on their governing council. Dell, Boeing, to name a couple. They got very big players. So if they're back in HBAR, what are they going to do? They're going to make sure this thing succeeds. And, I know proof of stake, that's very controversial, but Hedera HBAR, it's carbon negative, one of the first to do it. It's fast, it's green, and it has a very cheap and scalable fee structure to it. So even though it goes against what Bitcoin was originally created to be, it's alluring to the audience of those who want to see a green crypto, and also for institutions who want a cheap ledger, a fast, cheap ledger with technology that we haven't seen before. There's no other crypto out there that uses the Hashgraph technology. So it's revolutionary tech. And that's why I always reference the Bitcoin to Hedera documentary. It's an old documentary, but they explain the tech very well, the Gossip Protocol, how to reach final consensus, why institutions will migrate to it, why it's faster than Bitcoin. Hedera really does check off many boxes. And I'm really not surprised, frankly, to see it up this much at this time. I still think it's going to hit minimum $1 from here, but I said it, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits $2 to $3 this cycle. It only has a 5 billion supply more than Cardano, which reached $3 last cycle. 50 billion versus Cardano's 45. I would not be surprised if it exceeds even my expectations and becomes a $3 coin this cycle. Now, I'm still going to say conservative, $1, $2, but $3 is very much in the cards for HBAR. Even though the inflation is over 30% and the team holds a pretty large allocation, the way it's been scaling and now being on Coinbase for this cycle, I see some good price action for HBAR. I see this continuing for the bull cycle. A lot of people think that cryptos have to be listed on Coinbase like at the bull cycle to pump, and they're not wrong, but they're having that misconception that just because a crypto is on Coinbase that it can't pump anymore. Artblock, LCX, to name a few, Arrow, Dome Finance, Pangolin, PNG, they all pumped recently and they're on Coinbase. So that's where I don't believe that whole notion that you have to get in before they get on Coinbase. There's plenty of cryptos, I just named like 5 examples, that have been on Coinbase, that were on Coinbase a while ago and have just recently pumped because they had the exposure. You can't expect investors to buy and pump your crypto if it's not already on the exchange. Because I'll tell you this, every time I make a video on a certain crypto that's not on Coinbase, that's not on Binance, I always get asked, hey John, where do you buy it? Or I get told, hey, I can't buy it, my exchange doesn't have it. So even though a lot of us want to, use these other exchanges, the majority of beginners and investors in this market want to use Coinbase, want to use Binance. And the fact that Hedera HBAR is on Coinbase already and is scaling in a healthy manner, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more FOMO, fear of missing out, take place, and we see this coin reach a new all-time high pretty damn soon. Let HBAR be an example of why you have to be your own investor. There's many members on my Discord that are holding HBAR, have been holding it with me, and there's some that have sold it. There's nothing wrong with consolidating your portfolio if your conviction is there or not there. I always say, as long as you are your own investor and you make your own investment decisions based on what you believe, that is always going to put you in a better position to change your life versus someone that just sees a different opinion on the internet for a crypto and panic sells their crypto or FOMO buys into their crypto and then just starts spamming when they see their crypto run up or go down. That's the kind of mentality that I don't like, that I feel like is very common for this space. But HBAR, it's an example of a crypto of why you got to have long-term conviction. You can't be trying to flip these utility plays. Utility plays take time, and we're starting to see that now with HBAR. But like I always say, if you're bullish on it, always research it first. Put it on your watch list. Check out the narrative, the team, the tech, the partnerships, what makes it unique, what's their marketing pitch, which in HBAR's case, their fixed fee structure for their ledger is a very big thing that most ledgers can't compete with right now. And when it comes to institutions, they move the tides, which is why I will not be surprised a bigger move is coming for HBAR. Either way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see your crypto on buying, selling, trading, be a part of live streams. I just did one literally before I started filming this video with my members. I do them every single week. If you want to be part of this, Q&A, be part of a support group of like-minded investors who also want to change their life with massive profits, then I encourage you to join the Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Are you still holding HBAR? And if so, where do you see its price this bull cycle? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.